Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I am Marlene. I am the content creator for this channel. Happy Sunday, guys. I hope everybody is well. And thank you so much for coming. I would appreciate if you guys would like and share. Today, we have another good topic today. But before I get started, I got to shout out my members. My members are Boss Life Online, Barry Johnson, Beverly Black, Team Build with Geo's Vlogs, H Town, Just Vlogging Life, Pittsburgh Artist Studio, Miss Kim's $5 Bling Bar, Old School Patricia, Marlin Music Channel, I Am Tracy Lee, Pandy's Hair Candy and More, Be Amazing, Sylvia, Feast with Cornice, and many, many more. If I miss anybody, I apologize. My eyes are bothering me today. So thank you to all my members and all my members. You're welcome to drop exclamation point member. And I would love it if you guys would join my membership. That's another way to support me. So let's get started with the Best Life Crew song, guys. Welcome in, everyone.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Living Your Best Life. Thank you guys so much for coming to the show today. I am Marlene. I'm the content creator for this channel. And on this channel, I talk about positive, motivating, and encouraging thoughts, positivity, motivation, encouragement, all of that. So I welcome everybody. And thank you so much to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. So, guys, today's topic is when life gives you lemons. I wanted to cover this topic. There was an echo. Are you still hearing an echo, Miss Full Roller? Let me know. So, first of all, I'm going to welcome everybody who's in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Miss Full Roller, welcome in. So good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're doing great. Hey, Kane Moore, welcome in. I appreciate you so much for coming by. I hope you're doing well. Hey, 1SP, how are you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Hope you and your family are doing fantastic. Let's see. Let me know. No, only when the theme song was playing could hear the song twice. That's interesting. I don't know why that happened because I don't have a second tab open, but it stopped. It's not going now. Let me know if you're still hearing an echo. So today we're going to be talking on the topic of when life gives you lemons, right? So today I want to talk to you about this topic of when life gives you lemons. Let's see. Nope, everything is clear. Awesome. Awesome. Love to hear that. Thank you all for being here. It's very much appreciated. Today, I wanted to talk to you on this topic of when life gives you lemons, because let's just be realistic that life doesn't always go the way that we want it to go, right? There's problems, situations, trauma, tragedies, lots of things can happen to us in our life. So everything is not only what we go through, but how we choose to deal with it. How do you choose to cope with the situation that you're facing at this very moment? Okay. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. See if I'm missing anything in the chat. No. Okay, so I'm going to get started. So this is the first point. When life gives you lemons, number one, don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. Yes, it's something easy to say and harder to do, right? It's hard to not be bitter, not to be angry, not to be upset about you going through a trial in your life, a difficulty, because you know how life is. Sometimes when you're in the situation, you really only see this that's right in front of you. You don't think that it will ever change, but I'm here to tell you that problems will not last always, guys. Your problems, your trials, it won't last forever. And that's in a way to encourage you guys. I want to encourage all of you and let you guys know your trouble will not last always. Your problems are not going to last always. Sometimes we feel like it, especially if it's something coming from family member, or you're going through a difficult trial, or maybe right now your trial is financial situation. Maybe you're trying to figure out how are you going to make it from this paycheck to the next paycheck. Or it could be you're dealing with a health issue, something that you never thought in your life you would have to cope with some health problems, but here you are coping with a health problem. So how are you going to deal with it? You know, when we are faced with problems, it's all up to us. Hey, Geo's Blogs. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing good. Everything is up to us how we choose to cope with our life. How are you choosing to deal with the situation? So, number one, when life gives you lemons, don't be bitter. Okay. And we can choose to be bitter. You know, it's a personal choice. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. I'm just here to encourage you, motivate you, and feed something into your mind, because sometimes we may think that the way that we are coping with the situation is the only way to handle it. That's the only way that we can deal with this situation, by being bitter. And there's nothing wrong with it, especially if you've been wronged in some type of way. You know, it's healthy for you to get that out your system. You need to be upset about something sometimes. You need to get angry. You need to release all that tension, all that stress. Go to the gym, get it out that way. But I'm a big believer also in making sure you talk it out. If you don't want to talk it out, then write it out. Then join a support group and be around people who are going to help you to cope. I'll say that again. Join a support group for whatever it is that you have dealt with or are dealing with in your life. There's always somebody else who is going through your same situation. Not exactly the same way, but everybody has been through something. So we need to learn the healthy way to be able to cope with our life situation. And one of that is a big way is to join a support group. What kind of support groups can you join? You can join support groups for people who have PTSD. You can join support groups for people who have mental illness, those who are grieving a loss. You can join support groups for dysfunctional families. You can join support group for financial crisis, for a specific health problem. There's lots of support groups that we can join because the help is out there. But it's all up to us. Are you going to choose to take the advice, take the help, take the support? I'll tell you guys something. Normally, I'm not a really open person. I'm kind of a person that is kind of, I wouldn't say closed, but I think I'm a pretty private person. I really don't like to open up that much. That's why it's so surprising that I do YouTube, because I'm usually a pretty reserved person. But I say this because I'm speaking from experience. When you hold in the problems that you are going through and you don't seek to talk to anybody to get it out, even if all you do is write about it, even if all you do is go to a support group and sit down and listen to other people who are going through it, you know, you can't, sometimes we have to ask for help. and it's not easy. It's not easy to ask for help because I don't know why, but being a human being, we always think that we can handle it. We always think that we can handle every problem and situation that face us. And yes, it's true. While we are all strong people, everybody needs somebody to listen to. Everybody needs somebody to talk to them. Everybody needs someone to show them some concern, some consideration, even just being someone that you want to vent to. Everybody needs that. That's healthy. Because the old school way, the old fashioned way is that when you're going through situations or any problems in your life, for you to hold it in and to not tell anybody, or if it's something that happened, keep it a secret. Don't tell anybody. Keep the secrets in the family when things happen to you, the wrong things that happen to you. No, that's not good. It's not good to hold things inside because pent up things, it manifests with illnesses, diseases within your own body. You may start getting high blood pressure, low blood pressure. You may either put on weight, lose weight. A lot of things happen to us when we choose to not find healthy ways to release it. And how can we release things that we are coping with, the things that we're trying to handle? We can release things by just the first step, admitting that we need to talk to somebody. That's a big and major step. We got to talk to somebody else. You got to talk to somebody else, and it's not everybody. I'll mention this. You can't tell everybody the things that you are going through because everybody is not there to support you, to encourage you. Some people want to see your downfall. Some people aren't there really to support you. They just want to know your business. No. When I say share the things that is going on with you, I mean people that you know you can trust. Have they shown themselves to be a person that's worthy of your trust? Do they listen to you? Do they support you? Are they understanding? Are they considerate? Are they kind to you? These are the type of people that you would want to open up and share. Everybody needs somebody to vent to. You need to vent. And if you are a person that you don't want to vent to another individual, there's always writing things down. Journaling really is a healing, because I know for myself, sometimes when I have something that's going on in my heart, or something that I thought I was over, but I'm really not. And then I just go and I start writing it down. And it's something about when you put pen to paper and start writing it down, it's like you get things that is in your mind, uh, and also on your heart. Like you release it, you're releasing some tension, you're releasing some stress. So I definitely recommend that you get a notebook, journal about it. If you don't want to journal, there's a support group. So you don't have to actually go to support groups. With the pandemic that we're going through, they also have support groups for people who are coping with loneliness. There's lots of support out there to help us. Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever, please talk to somebody. Please share what you're going through, because you're not alone. I think that's something that can get us down sometimes and make us feel kind of discouraged, disheartened. We feel sad because we feel that we're the only one in this life going through a certain struggle. And it's not true. That's one of the things that can make us feel even more discouraged when we try to hold on to everything. We try to fix everything on our own. You're trying to give everything you have to try to handle a situation. And I'll just tell you guys, sometimes we need to reach out to another person that we can trust and ask for help. Just say, I need you to listen to me. I need to get this off my chest. This is what I'm going through. And sometimes we are wanting to vent. We don't want a solution to a problem, because I know sometimes as a friend, I try to find a solution for other people. So if somebody comes to you, we have to work on being better listeners. That's always a great quality to have, to be a good listener. So I recommend that to you guys. Listen to other people. Just because you may have went through something similar, everybody copes with things differently. Everybody has a different dynamic. Thank you, Gio. Appreciate it. Yes, welcome in Geo's Vlogs H Town. Thank you to all my members who always come in, and also all my subscribers. Geo's Vlogs, if you could put exclamation point member, and your link will drop in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, guys, you are welcome to drop in the comment section any additional thoughts that you think. How do you cope when life gives you lemons? Share it with everybody, or those in the replay. Drop it in the comment section below. How do you cope when life gives you lemons? So the first one was, don't be bitter. When life gives you lemons, don't be bitter. Number 2, do what you can. Right? Do what you can. I think most of the time that's what overwhelms us, because we're trying to do too much. Like Gio, your grandson says, doing the most. Yeah, sometimes we just do too much. We're trying to put too much onto our plate. We're trying to overwhelm ourselves and try to do too much, where all you can do is one thing at a time. Work on one thing, accomplish it, and then move on to the next thing. Don't overwhelm yourself. You're going to get stressed out. You're going to get frustrated. And most of the time, you won't even accomplish all the things that you want to, because you are overwhelming yourself. And so many people overwhelm themselves. Hey, Charlene, welcome. How are you? Happy Sunday. Yes, Gran, you are doing the most. Just stop. Yeah, I agree, Gio. Sometimes we can do too much. We feel that I don't know. I feel like I know how to fix my own situation. And sometimes some situations is there for a while, for the long haul. Some situations are there to teach us things. Sometimes we go through situations just because we're just going through a rough patch in our life. Sometimes we go through situations for us to open our eyes and to see who really cares about us, who really loves you, who really supports you, who's really there for you. Hey, Dana. Welcome. Happy Sunday to you. I got my members in the house. I got my loyal subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. Happy Sunday to you, Dana. How are you? How's your family? All my members, drop exclamation point member to have your link dropped in the chat. We got a members only live stream that will be coming up not next week, the week after. So I'll keep you guys tuned to that. So welcome in, guys. And I appreciate all of you guys who are here. So number 1, when life gives you lemons, don't be bitter. Number 1, don't be bitter. Number 2, do what you can. See, so many times we overwhelm ourselves, and we are trying to do more than sometimes we can even physically do. Sometimes we are doing more than we financially can do, right? How many times do we want to do something, but we know we can't afford it? And then we try to, I guess you could say, keep up with the Jones, right? We try to make ourselves seem that we have things and we don't. Let's just work on working in what we can do, work in what you can afford. We have to understand that it's okay if you don't have enough financially. It's okay. Do what you can. Do what brings you joy. Do what brings you peace. Sometimes we try to do so much financially that we make a big problem. We'll go and we'll put things on credit cards. We'll go and borrow money. We'll do so many different things. Thank you so much, Business Services and Opportunities. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we allow so many things to overwhelm us, and we're trying to do too much. We're trying to fix other people's problems. We're trying to all these things, and we're never taking any time to focus in ourselves. And we have to ask ourselves sometimes, How am I doing? Am I doing okay? Am I working on doing the things that I need to do for me? I like to ask myself, Marlene, how am I doing? How are you doing financially? How are you doing emotionally? How are you doing spiritually? We got to focus in on ourselves. And, sometimes when life gives you lemons, when we go through those trials in our life, we go through these difficulties, we feel that we're going to be stuck in this stress forever. And I'm here to comfort you and let you know you're not always going to go through the same problems. What you go through today is not what you may go through tomorrow or in a year. So keep your head up. Yep, all that matters. Total check in. Exactly, Charlene. Yeah, we have to focus on ourselves. We got to take care of us because guess what? If you don't take care of you, who is going to? I saw it all the time. So many parents, especially parents, they give so much to their children. They give so much to a spouse. They give so much to the job. They give, and they never are giving back to themselves. So I'm going to speak to the parents for a moment. Give yourself some emotional time to just block out everybody else and to just focus on yourself. Even if you give yourself 10 to 15 minutes. I learned this from my mother. As a child, my mother used to have a sign she put on the door and it said Gloria's time. That was my mom's name, Gloria. And she said, it's her time. And she locked the door, and that was my mom's time. She always took 30 minutes in the morning, and it was her time to do whatever she wanted to do, read, pray, meditate, take a bath. Maybe mom went back to sleep. I don't know what mom did during that time, but we have to take time out for ourselves, because if we don't take time out for ourselves, that's when we get drained, stressed, we develop health problems, you're not eating right. All of those things happen. So when you're going through trials in your life or whatever problems, don't forget to tune back into yourself. Let's see. Yes, we're always evolving. Yeah, we have to always look for a way to level up, to get better, to improve. So things that you did last year or a few years ago and you see that it's not something good, no, you can change. You can change anything if you want to, but we got to take control of everything. Hey, Rico, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Appreciate you so much for coming. So, number one, don't be bitter. Number two, do what you can. Number three, stay focused. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, because I thought the same thing when I was thinking about this topic and everything. When life gives you lemonades, stay focused. How can you stay focused when you're going through trials? How can you stay focused when you're going through problems? See, we have to learn to, like I said, do what you can. Don't be bitter. And also we have to learn to delegate. It's nothing wrong with delegating. If your plate is too full, we have to learn to ask. Number one, ask for help, to do what we can. And we also have to learn that maybe we need to take a break. Maybe we're putting too many things on the list. We have to prioritize. That's so important for us to stay on track, because if you don't know what you have to do, that's number one. You have to have an organized plan. I'm going to do this, this, and this today. 3 to 4 things a day is what we should be working on, because that's reasonable. We have to set realistic expectations for ourselves and realistic expectations for our life. If you have some things that's going on in your life, don't expect things to change overnight. It's hard, but a major part of our progress in life when we're going through our difficulties is we have to be patient. That is so hard. I don't know about you guys, but it's very hard for me to be patient, because I want what I wanted yesterday. I don't want to wait for anybody. I don't want to wait for any situation. I don't want to wait They always say, wait, it's not your time, all of that. It's really hard. It's difficult to be patient because we don't always want to be patient, right? We want what we want when we want it. And when do we want it? We want it yesterday, right? So I know it's difficult. I know it's hard, but patience teaches us certain qualities. Patience teaches us, okay, is this something that I even want? Because sometimes when we're in such a rush for things, we may jump into things that sometimes is not good for us. Sometimes people who aren't good for us, we develop like these toxic relationships or these toxic habits. I don't know about you guys, but during this pandemic, I have learned what really is important and what really isn't important. We really can take our time and think about things. So, this is what patience teaches us. So, when you're going through any trial, any difficulty, any problem, we can learn to be patient. And one of the main ways that we have to learn to be patient is that we got to learn to slow down. Slow down. I know sometimes if my mind is going a million miles an hour and I'll think I got to do this. So I'll start this and I'll start this and I'll start that. And then guess what happens? Most of the time, I don't go back to the first thing I started. So we have to learn that when we have something that we're going to do, we have to make a schedule, we have to prioritize it, and we got to work on one thing at a time, accomplish it, and then move on. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see what I missed. Yes, you have to want to change. Yes, Gio, you have to want to change. You have to want to change. And I feel like that's a difficult thing for me because I'm definitely a helper. I'm a helper friend. I'm a helper in a romantic relationship too. I'm just a helper. I like to help people. I like to problem solve. I like to help people find solutions, but we have to understand that sometimes we want to help other people, but they don't want your help. Has it happened to you where people always ask you, what should I do? And what should this? And should I do this? And should I do that? But they keep asking you the same thing over and over and over again. That shows they're not really ready. Sometimes people are just talking about a good idea that they have, but they're not really ready to step into it. So we got to give people room, let people vent, let people be themselves. And like Gio says, you have to be ready for the change. You have to be ready, and they have to be ready for that change too. Haha, I know that feeling. Yes. I understand because sometimes I feel like overwhelmed and really stressed out because I'll have people that will ask me, oh, what should I do? Sometimes, when you're there for friends and family members, coworkers, and people ask you for your advice and then they don't take it, right? They don't take the advice. You give them advice. Oh, I think this could be helpful. Or I think this could be helpful. But, sometimes they just are talking. Not everybody wants a solution. And like Gio said, people have to be ready, willing to make a change. You can't make people change. This is a major lesson. I wish I learned this years and years ago, but I always thought in relationships, romantic relationships especially, I thought that I could change people to form them into what I wanted in a relationship. I mean, you can't change other people. Let's be honest, sometimes we can't even change bad habits about ourselves, much less trying to fix somebody else. So we have to allow people to be who they are. We have to, when people show you who they are, we have to believe them, like Maya Angelou said. When people show you, this is me, believe them. Don't think it's going to change or it's going to pull something out of the sky, pull out a rabbit out of a hat. No, if people are showing you this is me, believe them. Believe people when they tell you. If people are showing you they're crazy, believe them. If people are showing you that they're not trustworthy, stop trying to trust them. I believe a lot of times we allow people to hurt us and hurt us and hurt us and hurt us. And then we wonder what happened. We have to not open up our hearts so much and let people keep hurting us at a certain period of time. We have to stop allowing people to hurt us. Yes, they don't want to change, or the pain is too much and they can't see no way out of it, or they're just afraid of change. Listen, Gio, you know how many times that I believe that people may be ready for a change, but they are afraid to change because let's be honest, change is uncomfortable. Change causes you to do sometimes things that may be scary, maybe allow you to be vulnerable, maybe let you show your emotions. And sometimes some people don't want to show their emotions. They don't want to talk about how they feel. They don't want to bring things up from the past. They want to leave it back there. So sometimes people say that they want to change, but they really don't want to change. They're afraid of the change. And a lot of times too, they're fearful. You're fearful of the response of other people. You know, it's a big thing when you open up your heart to other people, you tell people the things that's going on with you, and then you may not get the response really that you want. Hey, Angela, good afternoon. It's so good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. Yes, we have to listen, when we're going through a certain situation and you're going through a certain problem or something, and you want people to change and you're trying to tell them that they did something and it hurt your feelings, and then they're not really receiving it. You're not getting the response you want. You're not getting the support you want. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I come up with things in my head, like I'll rehearse something ahead of time and I'll say something like, okay, this is what you did to me, and this is how it made me feel. And then I magically expect for people to be like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. But so many times we don't get the response that we want, and then that may cause us pain. But sometimes we have to allow ourselves to be vulnerable and tell people how we feel so that we can, number one, feel better. We can get it off our chest. And when we get things off of our chest, we can stop worrying about it. Mine used to be, I don't know what's on the other side of my pain or fear, but I wanted to change. So I chose to take a risk and to move past the pain and the fear. That was the best move I ever made. Yes, Gio, I understand that, because when I was going through my recovery period after being in therapy for so long, and I finally got to the point in my life where I felt like I was just about to make a breakthrough. But I know on the other side, before you get to your breakthrough, you have to admit it to yourself. You have to receive that this is what really happened, the good, the bad, the ugly. We have to receive all of it. And then we have to allow ourselves to let it go. And that's the hardest part, letting go of things when people hurt us or when we may hurt other people. Sometimes we beat up ourselves about the past, and I should have done this, or I shouldn't have trusted them, or I should have. The shoulda, woulda, coulda is not good. So don't second guess yourself. We have to move on past that. Everything good was waiting on me on the other side of all that crazy pain and fear. Yeah, that's what we have to understand. That I know it's hard, everybody. I know it's so hard to let go of things. It's so hard to admit things to yourself. It's so hard to allow yourself to be vulnerable. It's so hard to trust other people. It's so hard to find good friends. It is. It's hard. All of that is hard. Admitting, letting things go, trusting people, all of those things, but it's all a part of our healing process. And what happens after, when we give ourselves enough room, when we are courageous enough to say, no matter what happens after now, everything is going to be okay, because I'm strong enough and because better is ahead for me. See, when we choose to live in the past, We are not allowing ourselves and giving ourselves the ability to spread our wings, to try new things. There's so many possibilities sometimes that is open for us, right? So many possibilities that's open, but you know, you can't get to the other side if you don't let go of things and forgive and give yourself the room to say, I'm going to move on and I'm going to try something new. Yes. Good term there, not receiving it. Hey, TT, welcome. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday. Yes, Angela, they are not receiving it. That's one of the terms that I learned when I was going through my therapy lessons. Because, okay, I'll tell you guys something. When you're going through your therapy and you're working through your issues and stuff, I wanted to, like I said a little earlier, I wanted things to go a certain way in my head, right? I said, okay, when I say this, they're going to say this, but we can't presume how other people feel. We don't know what they're going through. We don't know if they even want to talk about it. And we have to be okay with not always getting the response we want. And sometimes people aren't going to receive it, but we have to be okay that I'm proud of myself, that I admitted it, that I wanted to talk about it. Now it's up to them. Yes. Welcome in, TT. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Appreciate you for being here. Happy Sunday to you. Sorry, I'm late. I kept refreshing, never got an alert. And that's all. It's all good, TT. It's all good. So, when life gives you lemons, number one, don't be bitter. Number two, do what you can. Number three, stay focused. Stay focused. And how can we stay focused? With everything that goes on in life, how can we be focused? Because I know I'm a person that I easily get distracted. I'll be doing something and then the phone could ring, or I'll say I'm hungry, or I'll look and say, oh, I need to do the vacuuming, or I need to do some laundry, and completely sidetracked. So, how do we stay focused? We have to have realistic goals, realistic, not like, don't do like what I used to do, 20, 30 things in one day, realistic, 3 to 4 things that you can accomplish every single day. And that's reasonable. And I'll tell you guys that when you start accomplishing things, then you're going to start feeling so good, right? You feel really good about yourself when you accomplish something. So you can do it. You can accomplish things. So reasonable expectations and then put in the action. That's the most important thing. Whenever you're going through a certain situation or a trial, a problem, a difficulty, a stress, just be realistic. Okay. Admit to yourself, okay, this is what I'm going through. This is the trial that I'm going through. And you got to talk to yourself and say, it's going to be okay. You're strong. You can make it. Just work on one thing at a time, accomplish it, and then reward yourself. You got to have the positive feedback. I hear all the time people never encourage themselves. When you're going through something and then you get through on the other side, celebrate yourself. Tell yourself, I always say, Marlene, you didn't think you would get through that, and you did. Tell yourself, I'm so proud of you. You did it. You were strong. You believed in yourself. You love yourself through your trial. So celebrate yourself. That's so important. When life gives you lemonade, when life gives you lemons, it's all about how we are going to choose to cope with it. How are you going to choose to cope with it? And that is going to help us to stay focused, because the way that we handle things in our mind is going to help us to deal with anything, no matter what you're going through. When you keep focus, then you can cope with it better. So number 4, keep a positive attitude. And I know what you're saying, Marlene. How do you keep a positive attitude when it's pouring rain, when you're dealing with so much trials, when it's pain, it's difficulty, it feels like nothing will ever go right? How can I keep a positive attitude? Remember, there's some things in life that you cannot fix. You can't fix how people act. You can't fix people's reaction. You can't fix the way people treat you. You can't make people support you. None of that. You got to think about what is in your reach, what is in your grasp, what is it that you can handle, what can you deal with, what can you cope with, and what you can cope with is what you put up here in your mind. I believe it's so important. It's life changing and life altering when you know that your attitude, having a positive attitude, how you choose to look at life, all about your mindset. What do you choose to focus your mind on? Do you choose to focus on the positive things? Do you choose to walk in a grateful spirit? I am so thankful and grateful for everything I have. Or are you saying nothing right ever happens for me and to me? Nobody cares about me. Nobody loves me. See, all of that is a shift. It's all about how you are choosing to think. How are you choosing to look at things? We can look at life as the glass half full, or we can look at it as half empty. It's all up to us. Yes, stay focused. And that's hard, TT, right? It's hard to stay focused, but we can do it. And what helps, yes, is a positive attitude and affirmations. And I'm a big believer in the positive self talk. I feel like more people need to be having conversations with themselves. How you began your day, the middle of the day, the end of the day. It's the positive self talk that will get you through any trial, anything that you are going through. Positive talk will help you to cope with anything. You may not be able to change what is in your area, coworkers, the way people talk to you. You can't change other people. All you can do is work on what goes on in your head space, right? And in your head space, you can choose to say, I believe in myself. I love myself. I'm strong enough. I'm able. I'm worthy. I'm strong. I can do it. I'm going to have a smile on my face. I'm going to be grateful for the things that I have. I'm not going to worry about what I don't have. See, it's the attitude of gratitude, just being grateful, saying, I'm grateful for who I am. I'm grateful for what I have been through. I'm grateful that I'm strong enough. I'm grateful that I have enough money to pay this bill. I have enough to eat in this moment. See, being grateful and thankful for the things that we have in every moment, just having the ability to think for ourselves, being able to walk and to talk and to think, and focusing on the people in our life that really do love us and care about us, and not worrying about the people who don't. Who cares? The people who matter will be there, and the people who don't won't. So we got to shift from worrying about who doesn't care, and then focus on the people who do. Love and hold on to those people. Love and hold on to the people who care about you. Love and hold on to the people who support you, and tell them that you appreciate them. And talk to yourself too. Tell yourself, I love and appreciate you. Talk to your own self. We got to pour love into ourselves. And no matter how much it's raining, no matter what difficulty, no matter what trial, no matter what you're going through, nobody can stop you from having a positive attitude. Nobody can stop a positive outlook. It's all up to us. I can't make things change for you, but you can change what you think about yourself, what you choose to put in your space, what you choose to entertain yourself by, what you choose to think about yourself. See, it's so strong, the power of the mind, what we allow to think about ourselves. Are you speaking love and life over yourself? I am able, I am capable, I am worthy, I am strong. I have the ability to do great things. I am somebody. I have many things good that is to come for me. I can do anything I set my mind to. Hey, Vondi, welcome. It's so good to see you. Happy Sunday. See, that's the way we have to talk to ourselves. We got to have that self talk every single day, no matter what you're going through, no matter the trial, no matter the difficulty, no matter the problem, no matter how you feel, whatever the power of the mind can change anything. It can unlock doors, it can open doors. You may be able to do things that you never thought you could do because now you are telling yourself, I can. It's not just believing that you can, but it's walking through with the action. Walking through with the action. What do you think about yourself? I like to say that, and sometimes people can take it the wrong way when you say that you love yourself, but don't worry about what other people say. You need to be so in love with yourself that you should be like a Mack truck, unstoppable. You need to be moving at such a fast pace that you don't even have time to look sideways to see what somebody else is doing. What somebody else is doing is none of your business. You need to have that tunnel vision, thinking about, I'm so focused on doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm focused on what Marlene needs to do. And you need to be focused on what you need to do. It's all up to us. It's all up to us. Yes, perspective. Yep, it's all about how we choose to think. And I didn't understand that when I was younger or a little bit less experienced about certain things. I always thought it was up to other people for how my day was going to go. No, you wake up every morning, you have to choose to say, today is going to be a great day because I'm going to make it a great day because I believe in myself, because I love myself, because I believe in my dreams and I'm making it happen. It's the thoughts and then the action. You can just speak the words and say, I'm going to do something, but do you actually follow through with what you say you're going to do? It's all about that too. We have to be who we say that we are. Life isn't going to change if we don't make the change ourselves. Yes, keep a positive attitude, knowing what you can change and what you cannot. You cannot change people. Sometimes you have to let go or give it to God and stay positive, and that will get fixed without you trying to fix it, right? Sometimes we can't fix it. There's some things and it's some people that we have to let them face their own problems. Like I say, some people who used to be former friends or I used to put in my circle of family, some people are not good for us. Some people are toxic, and sometimes they're the lemons in our life. Some people you got to identify and look at people not with blinders on. We can't just go by a person's related to me by blood, so they can treat me disrespectfully. They can walk over me like a doormat. No, nobody has the right to be rude, disrespectful, unkind, toxic in your life and talking about you in a way that is not supportive, loving, and encouraging. You don't need that. Cut them out. You don't have to take their phone conversations. You don't have to answer their text messages. You don't have to hang around them. All of it is a personal choice. We can choose how much joy and light we bring into our life every day by making the conscious choice. I choose consciously that I am deserving of everything beneficial, everything loving. If it's not something that's going to elevate me, I don't want it and I don't need you. What consumes my mind last will control my thoughts first. Awesome, TT. And that's so true. What we choose to think about is what we're going to be. It's all going to be swirled in our mind all day. So that's why I always say it's so important. The first thing that you think of and the first thought that you have as soon as you wake up every morning should be, I am somebody. I am here for a purpose. I am walking in my purpose. I have a message to deliver and I'm here to deliver it. The more we work in line with whatever your gift and your talent is, guess what happens? Smile on your face, more joy, more blessings, more light, more abundance. The more that we keep loving ourselves and working within what we can do and not worrying about the outsiders, what other people are saying, that white noise in the background, keep them in the background and you stay focused. You keep working and doing what you need to do. What other people do and say is none of your business. Don't let them try to come in and try to bring you down, make you feel you're inferior when you are not. Sometimes people are so intimidated by a strong person, by people who are actually going out and trying things that they would never have the courage to do. It's okay. Some people, we have to leave them behind and you have to move forward. So you keep moving forward, you keep being positive and being yourself. I say that all the time, be yourself. It does not matter who believes in you. It does not matter who supports you. It doesn't matter who understands you. You keep being yourself. You keep being unique. You keep being positive. You keep loving yourself. You keep loving yourself. That is so important. Pour, and pour more love into yourself. Hey, James Money, welcome in. Happy Sunday. It's so good to see you. Yes. Yes, it's right. Yes. Let's see what else. What other comments? Hey, Hilda. It's so good to see you. Happy Sunday. I'm here in the background cooking. Thank you so much, Hilda. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, very encouraging words and reminders, sis. Thank you. Yes, let go. Charlene, I'm telling you, it feels like 100-pound weight. You know, sometimes we're carrying the weight of the world on our back or in our heart. When people hurt us, when they say mean things to us, when people disappoint us and they don't support us, or people don't give us love in the way that we want to receive it, it hurts us. And we get wrapped up in our feelings, and sometimes it causes us to feel down in our heart, sometimes even to be heartbroken. But we can't stay there. Don't stay in the hurt. Don't stay in the pain. Acknowledge what has happened to you and say, I'm sorry that happened, but the adult me is here, and the adult me says, get up, seek your potential, go after what is out there for you. You're not going to get to your next level in your life by sitting down. You got to get up, elevate your mind, believe in yourself, and love yourself. Whatever it is that you want to do in your life, you can do it. You have the possibilities and the endless abilities. See, we are the ones that doubt ourselves. We are the ones that allow the fear to overwhelm us and make us feel that we can't do stuff. We will tell ourselves, oh, it's not a good time, or I don't have the finances, or I don't have this, or I don't have the support. We're never going to have a perfect circumstance, everybody. You're never going to have it perfectly. Never. So if you want to go after something, today is the day to make it happen. I'm doing great, Hilda. Thank you so much for being here. Today is the day. Today is the day to make it happen. Yes. Thank you, TT. Appreciate you. Hey, Metro. Happy Sunday. So good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome in. Amen, amen, amen. Yes, guys, everybody welcoming and everybody. Yeah, okay, everybody talking to everybody. Yes, thank you so much, TT. Yes, thumbs up, everybody, thumbs up. Okay, I got, I think one more point. The last point, guys. So I got 2 more points. So number 1 was don't be bitter. Number 2, do what you can. Number 3, stay focused. Number 4, keep a positive attitude. And number 5, believe in yourself. There is nothing that you can't do when you believe in yourself. And I get it. I understand. Everybody has different situations. Everybody has been through different trials and problems. And I'm telling you, it's an ongoing journey. The journey of self love is ongoing. It's every day you got to tell yourself you can. Every day you got to tell yourself, I believe in you. Every day you got to tell yourself, I forgive you. Every day you got to tell yourself you can do it. Every single day. It's not, oh, you tell yourself once and you'll be able to move mountains. No. Every day you got to encourage yourself. Every day you got to say, I believe in you. Now go out and do it. It's all about here, and then doing it. Go out there, put it out in the atmosphere, speak things into existence, surround yourself with the right people for whatever it is that you want to do. And like I said earlier, sometimes you just need to talk to the right people. Whatever it is that you're going through, sometimes you need to tell some people, I'm just feeling discouraged, and it's okay. Sometimes we need to vent that. Sometimes we go through dark periods in our time, some in our lives. Sometimes you just are shedding a lot of tears. Sometimes you are just going to be heartbroken. Sometimes you just are wondering how am I going to pay these bills? How is this money going to come? We question so many things, but never question your love for yourself. No matter how things change on the external, nothing changes on the internal. The love that you have for yourself, what you think about yourself, what you talk to yourself. This positive self-talk is vital. Tell yourself every single day how important you are, how strong you are, how courageous you are, how much you love yourself, how much you believe in yourself. All of it can change every single thing in your life. There's nothing that you have gone through or you are going through that you can't cope with. You can cope with it. You can let go. You can heal whatever it is, whatever trial, anything. Nothing is too hard for you. But we got to believe in ourselves. We got to forgive. We have to seek new opportunities. We got to ask for help. We got to get support. We have to ask other people for suggestions. If they're a person who's successful at a certain problem, at a certain, whatever it is that you want to do, if they're successful at it, ask people, mentor people, troubleshoot. But one thing I'm going to tell you guys, when life gives you lemons, never give up. I'll say it again. When life gives you lemons, never give up, because you deserve everything good. And we got to believe it. We got to put it up here in our mind, and we got to keep having that positive self-talk. Even sometimes maybe you're not feeling it. Maybe we go through those days where, you feel discouraged that day. Tell yourself, I'm having a hard day today. Yes, but it's okay. Everything is going to be all right, because I love me, because I love myself, because I know that I am strong, because I know I am courageous, because I know I am somebody. You are somebody. Believe in yourself. Even if nobody has told you today, seek that love within yourself first. We have to learn to stop seeking love from outside, because sometimes, to be honest, those people, they can't give us what we want, because sometimes they don't even possess it themselves. You're seeking things from others that they cannot give you. You're very important. You're very special. Know your worth. Love yourself and go out and do everything that you want to do, because you can, because you're deserving of it, because you're capable. You are capable. Anything that you want to do, you can do it. And don't let, just because maybe you got some lemons, maybe you got some problems, there's some trials, some difficulties, whatever it is, you can endure. Endure. Be patient with other people. Be patient with yourself. Things don't change overnight. It really doesn't. And we want things to change sometimes, and they're just not changing how we want them to change. But it's okay. It's okay. You're learning something within what you're going through. There's something for you to learn. There's something for you to be able to teach somebody else. Keep loving yourself. And one thing, never give up. Keep loving yourself, because I love me and I want you all to keep loving yourself. When life gives you lemons, number one, don't be bitter. Number two, do what you can. Number three, stay focused. Number four, keep a positive attitude. And number five, believe in yourself. I believe in you, and you keep believing in you too. I thank you guys so much for being here for the Sunday Talk Show. It's definitely appreciated. And I want to tell you guys, next week is going to be the channel name reveal. It's going to be next Saturday. I believe it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But look for it. In the chat, I'm going to be putting up what the channel name is going to be, and I'm going to talk about what will be here on the channel, all of that. So please make sure you turn on your notification bell and be there next Saturday. I'm very excited to reveal the channel name and the new changes that will be going on with the channel. And I thank everybody, my subscribers, old and new, my members, old and new. I appreciate all of you guys. It means so very much to me, and I'm ready for the next level in my life. I hope you're ready for the next level in your life. Keep being yourself, keep leveling up, keep trying, and never give up. No matter what you have gone through or are going through, you are strong enough to make it. I am Marlene, and I am the content creator for this channel. I appreciate you guys so much for coming. Those who are watching in the replay gang, appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And my members, thank you so much for being a part of the Best Life Crew. Membership is available. I would love if you guys would join my channel membership. We're going to be doing a members only live stream, and it's going to be great. I can't wait. I'm so excited to share that with my members, and I'm excited for next week for you guys to get what the new channel name is going to be and what we're going to be doing over here. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you guys have a great day, week ahead. And remember, keep your head up, keep loving yourself, and never give up. Bye, guys.
yourself, you will survive.